What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Epic Simple Life, and thank you for stopping by my channel, first of all. And second of all, welcome to part 2 of the Epic Room Tour. This is my man cave, my place of zen, my haven, my heaven. This is it. This is my place. If you guys missed part 1, I did it about 2 months ago. I'll link that below so you guys can go check that out. But part 1 of my room tour. And what's funny is I've actually moved a lot of things around. I have changed so much in my room since part 1. And yeah, I actually just added a couple things this week that I did. And then I moved some of my things around. Moved my desk over in the corner, the foosball table in this corner. So I'm just going to walk you through some of the things that I did not show in the room tour part 1. So I'm going to be bouncing that way, which is where the foosball table is, but I actually flip-flopped the foosball table with my desk. So I'll show you my desk, and then I'll come back around to this wall and show you guys that. So first of all, before I get into it, again, thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you're not subscribed, make sure you are subscribed to my channel. A lot of awesome content. Also, my podcast, I'm having a lot of fun there. I already have a lot of activity going on with people listening to it and followers and everything on SoundCloud, but I can't get demographics from iTunes or Google Play, but I do know how many people are listening to them, so that's good to know, and there's a lot of people listening, so that's exciting to know. And if you guys are not, make sure you go check out my podcast and subscribe. It's all about showing you guys behind the scenes, possibly some things that I didn't get on the camera, some things that I didn't film, maybe about how I came up with ideas for videos, and much more. So that's a lot of fun. I have it linked for SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Play. All that's below. Also, if you're not already, make sure you follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. Like my Facebook page. Post a lot of behind-the-scenes things. Have a lot of fun on those social media accounts. So make sure you are following me on there. So without further delay, let's go ahead and get right into part 2 of the Epic Room Tour. Let's do it. Alright, so starting off, I'm going to show you my desk, and that's my desk. It's a little, it's humble and whatnot, so it's pretty simple, but I showed you guys the last time this whole setup right here. That hasn't changed much, but the foosball table is actually in this corner, so I'm going to start over here where the desk is. So if I come up here, I've got my monitor there. This is where I do a lot of my edits and my working from. Got my Kylo Ren mask over there. That was actually over there before, and I moved it because I added some things over there. And then I've got Kylo Ren pop, a couple of artifacts figures that I told you guys I was going to put up. And then I got the Rey pop, and then my Death Trooper Elite Series figure. And then I also got this cool mouse pad. This is a Borderlands mouse pad from Loot Crate. And then I'm reading this book. This is Ahsoka. This is an amazing book. I love it. I actually love the art on that. Ahsoka is one of my favorite characters from Star Wars. She was in the Star Wars Clone Wars and then also Star Wars Rebels. And amazing story. If you guys don't know about Ahsoka, you need to check her out. It's this awesome book as well. I'm halfway through that right now, so it's really exciting. So yeah, that's it. And then I got this little port for plugs and everything, so that's really handy. I tuck the plugs away under the couch so that you can do that. So that's it for this corner. Now we're going to head over to this corner right here, which is where I have my foosball table currently. I'm thinking about moving it outside, but I'm not entirely sure yet what I want to do with it. And then obviously I got Mr. Pikachu over there. You guys have seen him pretty often, just chilling over there and being cool. Now, for the main event, this is like the best part of my room by far. So I actually just added this. Before I just had this 50-inch Sharp TV, and it does have a built-in Roku, so it's considered a smart TV, I think. And I absolutely love it. It's a fantastic TV. This is where I do all my gaming, right? So then this 40-inch Philips was actually in place of my 50 before I got my 50, and I didn't know what to do with my 40, and so I just decided to put it above it. And what I did was I actually got a mount that tilts, so then it's tilting down a little bit. It's a really cool effect. I absolutely love it. Hooked up a Chromecast to it, so that pretty much turns it into a smart TV itself. So then I've got my game systems down here. So I got Xbox One, original Xbox, and Xbox 360. all in a line there. I loved how I set that up actually. And then I got my Batmobile diecast there. And then I got my PlayStation 1, Sega Genesis, Nintendo, the original Nintendo NES, Super Nintendo, GameCube, N64, and then I got my streaming box down there and just a few wires and whatnot that aren't really relevant. So that's my setup right there. This is by far the best part of my entire room. And as you see there, this is what I get to live with. I love this, and it actually wasn't as expensive as you guys think it might be. I mean, the TV was probably the most expensive thing, but I got it on sale for $400. That's a long story, but Best Buy on sale for $400. And then I encourage you guys, if you want a TV, go look on Craigslist. Go look on the Facebook shopping now. They have that. You can find some really good deals on there. I actually was not even able, I tried selling my 40-inch. I wasn't able to sell it for $150. So I tried it for a week to sell it, and I got like 2 people say, I'll give you $100, and I'm like, no way. So I just decided to go ahead and throw it up there. It looks fantastic. I absolutely love it. So sometimes I'll be watching the game up here. You know, the Cubs are on the World Series. Go Cubs. I am from Chicago. I am a diehard White Sox fan, but yeah, we all know what's going on with them. And so I've always wanted to see the Cubs win the World Series, though. I'm not one of those White Sox fans that absolutely hates the Cubs. I don't really care. I mean, it's a Chicago team. If they win, it's awesome. So got to watch the game up here and then play some video games down here. It's really cool. Maybe watch some YouTube videos up there and whatnot. So that's a lot of fun. And then I just relax on my couch here and play my games. Now, the whole reason I actually thought about doing this was for that reason, to watch games while I'm playing games and watch TV or YouTube videos or whatever. But Gabby comes over really often, and she'll sit in the corner down here and watch Netflix while I'm playing games on her phone. And I'm like, I offer her my laptop, my tablets, and she doesn't want to use them because they're too big. And she doesn't want to hold them. So I got that TV up there mainly for Gabby to be able to watch Netflix while I am playing video games. Am I not the best boyfriend ever? So I specifically got the Chromecast for that, so she can play it off her phone, you know, and set it up to the TV there. And then I have my Xbox One Elite controller that has a headphone jack. Plug the headphones in, and it transfers all the game sound to my headphones. I can mute the TV. She won't be interrupted. I won't be interrupted. Everybody wins, and that's how you stay in a good relationship. So, other than that, I do have this set up here as well. I love everything on this shelf. So I've got an Iron Man figure there, and then a couple of my cooler figures here. So I got Maleficent. I've got Mega Man in the back, Batman and Joker back there. And I'm actually dressing up as this Joker for Halloween, so guys, be on the lookout for that. I'm going to Key Lime Cove and Fright Fest at Six Flags for that, and I'm dressing up as him. That's going to be really cool. Then I got a Clone Trooper, and then a bunch of Pops down here. I love Pops. Pops are awesome. They're collectible, and everybody loves them. And then, of course, my guitar for Guitar Hero. You guys didn't see that video. Check that out, too, because I rocked out and showed you guys my top 10 video games of all time, which all my video games are in there. So if you guys didn't see my Epic Room Tour Part 1, I'm going to give you a sneak peek right here. And there's a bunch of games down there. There's a bunch of games in here. So yeah, you got to go check out Part 1 if you want to see the rest of that. And then last but not least, then I got my Ahsoka little shrine up here. So I've got the Ahsoka Hot Topic Pop. That's awesome. A couple Black Series figures. And then I love these Disney Infinity figures. These things are so cool. I hate that they discontinued them because the detail them are absolutely awesome. And they're highly collectible, and they're cheap. They're only like $10 to $15. I actually picked this one up on Amazon for $4 because it didn't come with the packaging, but I was going to take it out anyway, so it's whatever. And then just wrapping it up, I've got my NES controller light switch cover. Got my Pops there. Then the back of my door, I've got a Avengers poster. And that's really it. Alright, yeah, so that's going to do it for Epic Room Tour Part 2. Again, if you missed Part 1, you have to make sure you go check that out. I'll link that below. It's either right here or right there. So make sure you click on it. And that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out my epic man cave here. I have built this thing over the past 3 years, and I am extremely proud of it. I show my friends and family this stuff all the time. I just love it. It's taken me years to build this up, but I don't actually spend a lot of money on a lot of these things. A lot of it's just what I have, and I find good deals on specific things, especially the furniture, like I said, the TVs and everything. And so it's not anything that's going to cost you a crazy amount. I mean, like I said, I live a budget epic or a budget simple life, but I try to make it epic at the same time. So you can do that too. So last but not least, again, make sure you are checking out my podcast. That is linked below. And then also all of my social media feeds are linked below: Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter. Make sure you go check all that out. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'll check you on the next one. Rest in peace, Boba.